Good morning, people. Welcome to the show. It's the Guna Tokes with me, Tokes, and it's the player ratings from a fantastic win against Sunderland yesterday, setting things up nicely for the big match later on. Before I get into things, you know what to do. Like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe. Keep growing the community with me. Thanks a lot to all those who've subscribed. Really appreciate it. And let's just jump straight into it because Arsenal got the job done yesterday. With relative ease in the end. It was a tough game against Sunderland. Go check out my match reaction if you want to see all my thoughts related to that. Today is all about player ratings and giving all the players their flowers, because when you do a match reaction you may not mention everybody involved in the game, and I think player ratings is a great way to look at things in a little bit more detail and break down exactly what every player contributed to what was a huge victory. Another 3 points, and Arsenal are 9 points clear at the top of the league table. Obviously Liverpool are playing Manchester City later. I can't wait for that one. We all know, Arsenal fans, we're going to be supporting you, Liverpool. You've got some more red shirts behind you for today's match later. If you lot can beat City for us, then it puts us another step closer to winning our first league title in 21, 22 years. It's been ages. But let's just jump straight into the player ratings for yesterday's game. And basically, it was a really professional performance. Raya, I'm going to give him a 7, even though there were some shaky moments in the game where maybe we could have been under pressure. There was one where he came for the ball, didn't quite get it, and Kai Havertz had to clear, a shot that was aimed at goal. But in the end, we kept a clean sheet, and so I can't really give him less than a 7. It's his, third clean sheet in a row. He's got the most clean sheets of any goalkeeper in the league, so fair play, You can't be perfect every game, but I'm going to give him a 7. Calafiori as well, I'm going to give him a 7. He had a couple of shaky moments as well. You can see he's a little bit rusty, but he's a quality defender. And the way he supports in midfield as well, he's been a player that we've missed a lot with him being out. And so great to see him back. And a solid 7 for Calafiori. He'll get even better now that he's going to get more minutes again. Then for me, Gabriel was the better defender yesterday. He was really solid. Didn't get any joy out of Gabriel yesterday. He could see that maybe Saliba wasn't having his best game. Not that he was bad, but he was being challenged a little bit, and Gabriel steps up. He's a leader. I'm giving him an 8. Another clean sheet for him. And then, like I said, Saliba had a good battle with Brobbey yesterday, and he came out of it on top in the end. He did pick up a yellow card and managed himself really well after that. So fair play to Saliba. I'm going to give him a 7. Same with Timber. Timber had a solid game, supported well in attack, and when you have another clean sheet, no defender's going to get less than a 7, really. It wasn't spectacular. Maybe Timber didn't have a lot of work to do in terms of, trying to close them down, keep them out from attacking us. But for me, 7 for Timber, and the defense did a great job yesterday. Another clean sheet. That's what I was talking about before the game. It's getting back to how we were at the beginning of the season. Tight, hard to create chances against, hard to score against, because that's what's going to ultimately take us to this league title later on this season, hopefully. Moving into midfield, this is where we really dominated things, especially after the first half an hour. It was a tight game. Sunderland gave us a good battle. They weren't shy in trying to play football, and so we had to really take over in midfield, and Rice was phenomenal. Covering every blade of grass, tracking back, supporting the defence, going forward, supporting the attack. I mean, he's just phenomenal. 8 for Rice, and also Zubi an 8 as well. Obviously, he gets his goal, and he was solid in defence, really kept things, neat and tidy at the back, supporting the defenders, and he's really settled back into the team again. I think that United game was just a little bit fast, and maybe a little bit of a shock for Zubi, and he's got to get used to games like that for sure. Obviously, a little bit different from Spain, but, put in a great performance yesterday, got the goal that broke the deadlock and set us on our way to victory, and was just so calm in the middle of the park. Really flawless performance from him, 8 from him. Havertz as well, I'm going to give him an 8. He links things really well. He's all about getting the ball forward quicker. His first thought is attacking. And it's very interesting because if you saw an interview with Arteta recently, and Arteta was talking about Ødegaard, saying Ødegaard's first thought is maybe to turn back towards goal. And Arteta was talking about himself as a player and that his first thought was always to go forward, and that, you know, that's something that's just kind of innate in the player, and there's not a lot he can do to change that. But Kai Havertz, he is a player whose first thought is forward, get the ball forward quickly, try and move forward, try and put pressure on the defense, and that's what he did. He got an assist as well for Gyokeres, and he is looking like he's slotting right back into the team perfectly. So for me, Kai Havertz gets an 8, and the fact that he's getting chosen ahead of Ødegaard and Eze shows you exactly how much, you know, Arteta thinks of Kai Havertz and how important he is to the whole team, to the squad, to the way we play and linking things and maybe getting the best out of Gyokeres, which we saw obviously in the second half of the game when Gyokeres eventually came on. In terms of up front, Madueke had an okay game, nothing spectacular. Again, he needs to kind of work on his end product a little bit, so I'm going to give him a 6. Same with Jesus. He put himself about and he, you know, tried to hold the ball up well, but couldn't really create much, so I'm going to give him a solid 6 as well. Leandro Trossard, quality player, showed his experience, showed his skill, showed his determination. He got an assist as well for Zubimendi's goal, so a solid 7 there for Trossard, and he is such an important player. He got injured at the end of the game, so I hope it's nothing serious, because wow, do we need him, especially with Merino being out. You know, he's one of those experienced players that you can count on to be put in, you know, every week, 7 out of 10 performances standard from Trossard. So great performance from him yesterday. Really good that he got the assist. And like I said, it was the goal that opened things up as well. That opened the can, as they say in Spanish. And so really fantastic from Trossard. Moving on to the subs, because this was a game where the subs had a massive impact. In the 60th minute, more or less, Arteta made a couple of changes, brought on Gyokeres, brought on Martinelli, and wow, did that pay dividends. Gyokeres gets 2 goals, Martinelli gets an assist for Gyokeres. I'm going to give both of them an 8. When you come on as a sub and you affect the game like that and just take it away from the opponents, and then and Martinelli for the last minute of the game to still be switched on and to be going for it and creating that goal. I mean, what more can you say about the guy? He's having a phenomenal season. I think he's been a little bit underrated this season, if you ask me, Martinelli. And Gyokeres is starting to explode now. You see, all the criticism was just ridiculous. Like, people love to jump to conclusions and then, you know, decide that that's how it is and nothing's going to change. But really, you need to give some players some time. You know, Arteta's not stupid, and Arsenal aren't some club that don't know what they're doing. Gyokeres were bought for a reason, and you just need to give players a little bit of time. So I'm so happy for him to now be showing exactly what he can do. And 2 goals as a sub, yo, he is definitely showing Arteta, hey, put me in the game, let me start. And that's what we want. We want the competition for places. We want it to be a battle. We want it to be a hard decision for Arteta in terms of who he plays up front. Someone starts as a sub, they come on, they get a goal, and now maybe they should start the next game. So great position to be in. Phenomenal performance from Gyokeres, Martinelli. Another couple of subs. Nketiah came on, Eze came on, didn't really, you know, affect the game much. The game was pretty much won, so I'm going to give them a couple of 6s, standard stuff. In terms of Mikel Arteta, wow, 10. First of all, the way he managed the game, the team selection in the first place, the subs he made, the confidence he you know, puts into the players, and the preparation he puts into every single game. I mean, it's a perfect 10 for Mikel Arteta. He deserves success with this football club. How far he has taken us, and how proud we all are as Arsenal fans now of the club, of the players, of every part of Arsenal Football Club. It's just a joy to be a part of this journey this season. What a fantastic performance. Putting the pressure right on City for the game later. Huge one. They're playing away at Anfield. They don't have a good record at Anfield. And Liverpool are looking a little bit better. this time of the season. And City, you know you can get them. It's going to be a blockbuster game. I cannot wait for it. It's the late kickoff today, so can enjoy the Sunday a little bit. You know, once you win, have the 3 points, everything seems, you know, you're in a bit of a better mood the next day. So I'm waiting for that game later on. Liverpool, we're looking at you to help us out. Tottenham helped us out. Why can't you? Support your team. Do it for us. I mean, I don't understand why any Liverpool fan would want City to win the league. Like, seriously, like all the history and City with their financial doping and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're supporting the dark side. Come to the light side. Do you know what I mean? So, big game later. But as for Arsenal, incredible performance. Well done to the guys. Another step towards that league title. What more can you say? Hey, people, have a great day. Gonna be a big game later. I'll do my reaction to that. So, I'll see you later on, people. Take it easy. Peace. Bye.